Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Artificial Fluency. I want to start today with a simple question. Have you ever bought an English textbook, downloaded a language app, or signed up for classes, feeling excited and motivated, but then, after a few weeks, found yourself making excuses not to study? Maybe you told yourself, I don't have time today, or I'll start again tomorrow, or this book is too difficult. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. But here's the thing. The problem probably wasn't the book, the app, or the teacher. The missing piece was something much more fundamental. Your internal motivation. Today, we're going to discover how to find and strengthen your personal why for learning English. We'll explore the difference between motivation that fades quickly and motivation that lasts for years. Most importantly, you'll learn a simple daily practice that will keep your English learning fire burning bright, even on difficult days. So, let's begin this journey to discovering your inner drive for English fluency. Teaching note. Internal motivation means motivation that comes from inside you, from your own desires and goals, rather than from external pressure. Your why refers to your personal reason for doing something. Today's motivational lesson covers 4 essential areas that will transform your English learning journey. First, we'll understand why motivation matters more than materials. Discovering that your inner drive is more important than any textbook or app. Second, we'll explore external versus internal motivation. Learning why some motivation disappears quickly, while other motivation lasts for years. Third, we'll develop your personal why, finding the specific, emotional reason that will fuel your English learning journey. And fourth, we'll practice the daily motivation ritual, a simple 5-minute routine that strengthens your motivation every single day. Each section includes practical exercises and real-life examples you can apply immediately to energize your English learning. If you liked this lesson, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe to the channel so you can keep improving your English with us. Let's begin by understanding why motivation, not grammar books or fancy apps, is the key to English learning success. Many English learners focus on finding the perfect materials, the best textbook, the most popular app, the highest rated online course. They think, once I find the right method, I'll finally become fluent. But here's the truth. Motivation is the missing piece for many learners. People often blame their struggles on external factors. This book is boring, this app doesn't work, this teacher isn't good enough, when the real issue is a lack of internal drive. Teaching note. The missing piece refers to something essential that's absent or lacking. Like a puzzle with a missing piece, your English learning isn't complete without strong motivation. What motivation really is. Motivation is the energy that pushes you forward. Think of it like fuel for a car. Without fuel, even the best car can't move. Without motivation, even the best learning materials won't help you progress. When you have strong motivation, Learning feels exciting. You look forward to practice sessions. Difficulties feel like challenges to overcome. You find time for English even when busy. Mistakes don't discourage you. When motivation is weak, learning feels heavy. You make excuses to avoid practice. Small problems feel overwhelming. You can't find time for English. Mistakes feel discouraging. Teaching note: to push you forward means to give you energy and drive to continue moving toward your goal. To feel heavy means something feels difficult, burdensome, or tiring. Motivation vocabulary: the missing piece for many learners. The energy that pushes you forward. Learning feels exciting versus learning feels heavy. Look forward to, anticipate with pleasure. Overcome challenges, successfully deal with difficulties. Why external solutions don't work. Many people try to solve motivation problems with external solutions. Buying new books or courses, joining expensive classes, downloading multiple apps, finding different teachers, changing learning methods constantly. While good materials and teachers can help, they can't create motivation for you. Motivation must come from within, from your own personal desires, dreams, and goals. The grammar trap. Some learners think, I just need to understand grammar better, then I'll be motivated to practice. But this approach is backwards. You don't need perfect understanding to feel motivated. You need motivation to persist through the learning process. Examples of misplaced focus. External focus. I need a better textbook to learn English. Internal focus. I need to remember why English matters to me. External focus. This app isn't working for me. Internal focus. How can I connect my English practice to my personal goals? External focus. I need a more entertaining teacher. Internal focus. How can I make English learning personally meaningful? The personal connection. Strong internal motivation comes from connecting English to your personal life, dreams, and values. When English learning feels personally meaningful, you don't need external pressure to practice. You want to practice. Questions for personal connection. How will English change your daily life? What dreams become possible with better English? How will you feel about yourself when you're fluent? What opportunities will English create for you? Who will you become as an English speaker? Real-life examples of personal connection. Maria's story. Maria wanted to learn English to communicate with her daughter's English-speaking boyfriend. This personal, emotional connection gave her more motivation than any textbook could. Ahmed's journey. Ahmed dreamed of starting a YouTube channel about his hobby. Knowing he needed English to reach a global audience motivated him to practice daily. Lynn's goal. Lynn wanted to feel confident in international business meetings. This career aspiration connected to her self-image and provided lasting motivation. The ripple effect. When you have strong internal motivation, everything else becomes easier. You're more patient with difficult grammar. You enjoy challenging listening exercises. You're brave enough to practice speaking. You persist through temporary plateaus. You celebrate small improvements. Key learning points for motivation versus materials. The missing piece refers to something essential that's absent. Push you forward means to give you energy and drive. Look forward to means to anticipate with pleasure. Feel heavy means something feels difficult or burdensome. Internal motivation is more powerful than external materials. Understanding the difference between external and internal motivation will help you build lasting drive for English learning. External motivation, the wind. External motivation comes from outside sources, other people or situations that pressure you to learn English. External motivation is like the wind that pushes you when you walk. Common sources of external motivation. A teacher requiring you to pass an exam. A boss demanding better English for your job. Parents pressuring you to study. Friends or classmates creating competition. School or university requirements. Immigration or visa necessities. Why external motivation doesn't last? Well, external motivation can be initially strong due to pressure. It usually doesn't last very long. Here's why. Once the external pressure is removed, after an exam, when your boss stops asking, when the requirement is fulfilled, the reason goes away. It disappears. And when the reason disappears, your energy to study disappears too. Examples of fading external motivation. The exam student studies intensively for IELTS, passes the test, then completely stops practicing English because the external pressure is gone. The employee practices English because the boss requires it, but stops when changing to a job where English isn't demanded. The university student studies English to meet graduation requirements, then loses all interest after graduating. Teaching note: pressure in this context means force or demand from outside sources. Fulfill a requirement means to complete something that's necessary or demanded. Internal motivation, the fire. Internal motivation originates from your heart, your dreams, your own goals. Internal motivation is like a fire inside your chest. The fire keeps burning all the time. It gives you heat and light. That fire is your why. Characteristics of internal motivation. Comes from your personal desires and dreams. Connects with your values and identity. Lasts longer and doesn't disappear quickly. Connects with your life in meaningful ways. Empowers continuous learning even if there is no exam, no teacher, or no boss. Examples of strong internal motivation. Travel dreams. I want to explore the world and connect with people from different cultures. Personal growth. I want to feel proud of myself for learning a new language. Career passion. I want to share my expertise with a global audience. Family connection. I want to communicate better with my English-speaking relatives. Cultural interest. I want to enjoy English movies, books, and music without translation. Teaching note: originate from means to come from or start from a particular source. Your heart in this context means your emotions and deep feelings, not the physical organ. External versus internal motivation vocabulary. External motivation is like the wind, temporary pushing force. Internal motivation is like a fire inside your chest. The fire keeps burning all the time. Connects with your life means relates to your personal experiences. Originates from your heart, dreams, and goals. Why internal motivation is superior. Sustainability. Internal motivation sustains itself because it's connected to who you are and what you want, not what others demand. Resiliency. When you face difficulties, internal motivation helps you persist because you're working toward your own dreams, not someone else's requirements. Enjoyment. Learning driven by internal motivation feels more enjoyable because you're pursuing something you personally value. Authenticity. Internal motivation aligns with your authentic self, making the learning process feel natural rather than forced. Converting external to internal motivation. If you currently have external motivation, you can develop internal motivation by asking deeper questions. External. I need English for my job. Internal questions. How will better English help me become the professional I want to be? What career opportunities will open up? How will I feel about myself as a confident English speaker? External. I need to pass this English exam. Internal questions. What will passing this exam make possible in my life? What dreams can I pursue with this qualification? How will success change my self-image? External. My parents want me to learn English. Internal questions. What do I personally want to achieve with English? How could English enrich my own life? What excites me about becoming bilingual? Identifying your motivation type. Signs of external motivation. You study only when reminded or required. Progress stops when external pressure decreases. Learning feels like an obligation or chore. You focus mainly on meeting minimum requirements. Motivation disappears during breaks or holidays. Signs of internal motivation. You find yourself naturally seeking English content. You continue learning even without external pressure. English practice feels like personal development. You set your own goals beyond minimum requirements. You maintain interest during breaks from formal study. Building internal motivation. Connect to personal values. Identify how English aligns with what you value most: growth, connection, achievement, creativity, freedom. Visualize specific ways English will improve your daily life, relationships, and opportunities. Create emotional connections. Link English learning to experiences that make you feel excited, proud, or fulfilled. Set personal goals. Establish English goals that matter to you personally, not just what others expect. If you liked this lesson, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe to the channel so you can keep improving your English with us. Key learning points for external versus internal motivation. External motivation is like wind, temporary pushing force from outside. Internal motivation is like a fire inside your chest, a lasting inner drive. Originates from means comes from or starts from a source. Connects with your life means relates to your personal experiences. Internal motivation is more sustainable and resilient than external pressure. Now, let's discover your specific emotional reason for learning English. Your personal why that will fuel long-term motivation. What is your why? Your why is your personal reason for learning English. It should be something close to your heart, something that touches your life rather than a general idea like English is useful. The best why is one that feels strong to you, it makes you smile, and gives you energy when you think about it. Weak versus strong why examples. Weak why. Too general. English is important for my future. English is useful in today's world. Everyone should know English. English will help me get a better job. Strong why, specific and emotional. I want to confidently order my favorite food when I travel to New York. I want to feel proud when my children hear me speaking English fluently. I want to understand my favorite English songs without looking up lyrics. I want to participate confidently in international business meetings. Teaching note. Close to your heart means emotionally important to you. Touches your life means directly affects or impacts your personal experience. Your why vocabulary. Your personal reason. Your individual motivation. Something close to your heart. Emotionally important to you. Something that touches your life. Directly affects your experience. Feels strong to you. Creates powerful emotional response. Makes you smile and gives you energy when you think about it. Categories of strong why. Travel and cultural connection. Confidently exploring new countries. Making genuine friendships with English speakers. Understanding local culture during travels. Feeling independent when visiting English-speaking places. Sharing your own culture with international friends. Career and professional growth. Leading international meetings with confidence. Expanding your professional network globally. Accessing better job opportunities. Sharing your expertise with a worldwide audience. Feeling respected for your communication skills. Personal development and pride. Proving to yourself that you can master a challenging skill. Setting a positive example for your children. Joining the global community of English speakers. Expanding your mind through English literature and media. Feeling accomplished and intellectually stimulated. Family and relationships. Communicating with English-speaking family members. Helping your children with English homework. Connecting with your partner's family or friends. Building bridges between different cultures. Creating opportunities for your family's future. Passion and entertainment. Enjoying English movies without subtitles. Understanding English humor and jokes. Reading English books in their original language. following English-speaking creators and influencers, participating in English-speaking hobby communities, finding your emotional connection. To identify your strongest why, ask yourself these questions. 1. Future self-visualization. When I imagine myself speaking English fluently, what am I doing? Where am I? Who am I with? How do I feel? 2. Emotional triggers. What English-related experience would make me feel most proud of myself? 3. Pain points. What current situation involving English makes me feel frustrated or limited? 4. Dream scenarios. If I could do anything with perfect English skills, what would I choose? 5. Legacy questions. How do I want my English fluency to impact my life story? Making your why specific and vivid. Transform general into specific. General, I want to travel. Specific, I want to confidently ask for directions in London, order fish and chips like a local, and have a genuine conversation with someone in a pub. General, I want career success. Specific, I want to present my ideas clearly in international video calls and feel respected for my expertise, not limited by language barriers. General, I want to understand English media. Specific, I want to laugh at English comedy shows, understand the emotional depth of English song lyrics, and discuss my favorite English books with other readers. The SMILE test. Your true why should pass the SMILE test. When you think about it, you should naturally smile and feel energy in your body. If thinking about your reason makes you feel excited, that's a good sign you've found a strong why. Creating your why statement. Write your personal why statement using this format. I'm learning English because I want to specific action so that I can emotional outcome. Examples. I'm learning English because I want to confidently order food in English-speaking countries so that I can feel independent and adventurous when traveling. I'm learning English because I want to help my children with their homework so that I can feel proud of being a supportive parent. I'm learning English because I want to understand English movies without subtitles so that I can fully appreciate the art and emotion of filmmaking. Strengthening your why over time. Your why may evolve as you grow and learn. That's completely normal. Regularly reconnect with your motivation. Reflecting on how your English has already improved your life. Imagining new possibilities that better English could create. Adjusting your goals as your life circumstances change. Adding new layers of meaning to your original why. Key learning points for finding your why. Close to your heart means emotionally important to you. Touches your life means directly affects your personal experience. Feels strong to you creates a powerful emotional response. Your why should be specific, not general. A good why makes you smile and gives you energy when you think about it. Now, let's create a simple, powerful practice that will strengthen your motivation every single day. The 5-minute daily practice. This ritual takes only 5 minutes, but can transform your entire English learning journey. It consists of 3 simple steps that you can do every morning or at any time when your motivation feels low. Step 1. Connect with your reason. 2 minutes. Every morning, ask yourself, why am I learning English? And articulate the answer aloud or in writing. Examples of daily affirmations. I'm learning English because I want to travel with confidence. I'm learning English because I want to feel proud of myself. I'm learning English because I want to connect with people from around the world. I'm learning English because I want to expand my career opportunities. Why this works. Saying your why out loud or writing it down strengthens the why in your mind. It's like watering a plant. Regular attention helps your motivation grow stronger. Teaching note. Articulate means to express clearly in words. Affirmations are positive statements you say to yourself to reinforce beliefs or goals. Step 2. Imagine your future. 1 minute. Close your eyes for 1 minute and vividly imagine your future self successfully using English. This could involve ordering food confidently in a foreign country, laughing with international friends, giving a presentation in English, reading an English book with complete understanding, having a deep conversation in English, creating vivid mental pictures. Make the picture bright in your mind. Hear your voice, feel your body relaxed and confident. This imagination makes your why real in your brain. Sensory details to include. Visual. What do you see around you? What are you wearing? What expressions do people have? Auditory. What does your confident English voice sound like? What responses do you hear? Kinesthetic. How does confidence feel in your body? What emotions are you experiencing? Environmental. Where are you? What's the atmosphere like? Teaching note. Vividly means in a clear, detailed way. Kinesthetic refers to feelings related to movement and physical sensations. Daily motivation ritual vocabulary. Articulate the answer aloud. Express clearly by speaking. Strengthens the why in your mind. Makes motivation more powerful. Vividly imagine. Picture clearly and in detail. Make the picture bright in your mind. Create clear mental images. Imagination makes your why real. Step 3. Take one small action. Each day, complete a single, small English-related task. The key is that it should be small enough to do even on busy or unmotivated days. Examples of small daily actions. Listen to one English song. Read one English paragraph. Write 3 sentences about your day. Learn one new English word. Watch a 2-minute English video. Say good morning to yourself in English. Describe your breakfast in English. Look up one English idiom. The power of small steps. Small is strong. While large, infrequent efforts may lead to burnout, if you do 5 minutes every day, you can continue for weeks, months, even years. This consistency builds several things. Habits. Regular practice becomes automatic. Confidence. Small successes accumulate into strong self-belief. Fluency. Daily exposure and practice compound over time. Teaching note. Compound over time means small effects add up to create large results. Accumulate means to gather or collect gradually. Why this ritual works. Psychological benefits. Memory reinforcement. Daily repetition strengthens your motivational memories. Identity building. Regular practice helps you see yourself as an English learner. Momentum creation. Small daily actions build forward energy. Confidence building. Consistent success, even in tiny ways, increases self-belief. Neurological benefits. Pathway strengthening. Daily English exposure builds stronger brain connections. Habit formation. Regular practice creates automatic learning behaviors. Positive association. Connecting English with positive emotions makes it more enjoyable. Adapting the ritual to your life. Morning person version. 7 a.m. State your why while drinking coffee. 7:02 a.m. Visualize success while getting ready. 7:03 a.m. Listen to one English song during breakfast. Evening person version. 9 p.m. Write your why in a journal. 9:02 p.m. Visualize success while relaxing. 9:03 p.m. Read one English paragraph before bed. Busy day version. State your why during lunch break. Visualize success while commuting. Practice one English word while waiting. Building the ritual habit. Week 1. Focus on consistency, not perfection. Just do the ritual daily, even if imperfectly. Week 2. Notice how the ritual affects your motivation and energy for English. Week 3. Adjust the ritual to fit your schedule and preferences better. Week 4. The ritual should start feeling natural and automatic. Troubleshooting common problems. I forget to do the ritual. Link it to an existing habit, morning coffee, evening routine. Set a phone reminder for the same time daily. Keep a simple checklist visible. I don't feel motivated even after the ritual. Your why might not be specific or emotional enough. Try different visualization scenarios. Adjust your small actions to be even smaller. I don't have time. Remember, it's only 5 minutes. Do it while doing other activities, commuting, eating. Prioritize it like brushing your teeth, essential daily maintenance. Tracking your progress. Keep a simple record of your daily ritual. Day 1. V. Said my why. V. Visualized success. V. Learned the word adventure. Day 2. Wrote my why. V. Imagined ordering food in English. V. Read one paragraph. Day 3. Stated my why aloud. Visualized confident presentation. Listened to English song. Key learning points for daily motivation ritual. Articulate aloud means to express clearly by speaking. Vividly imagine means to picture clearly and in detail. Small is strong. Tiny, consistent actions are more powerful than large, inconsistent ones. Compound over time. Small effects add up to create large results. Consistency in the ritual builds habits, confidence, and fluency. What an inspiring journey we've taken together through the world of internal motivation. You now understand that your why is more powerful than any textbook, app, or external pressure when it comes to English learning success. Your weekly motivation plan. Week 1. Discover your why. Complete the why discovery questions from today's lesson. Write your personal why statement. Test it with the SMILE test. Does thinking about it energize you? Week 2. Start the daily ritual. Begin the 5-minute daily practice. Connect, imagine, act. Focus on consistency rather than perfection. Notice how daily motivation affects your English learning energy. Week 3. Deepen your practice. Make your visualization more vivid and detailed. Experiment with different small daily actions. Adjust the ritual timing to fit your schedule. Week 4. Build momentum. The ritual should feel more natural and automatic. Notice improvements in your motivation and English skills. Celebrate your consistency and progress. The 4 keys to lasting English motivation. 1. Internal over external. Build motivation from your personal dreams and goals, not from external pressure. 2. Specific over general. Your why should be emotionally specific, not vaguely general. 3. Daily over sporadic. Regular small actions are more powerful than irregular large efforts. 4. Connection over perfection. Focus on connecting English to your life rather than achieving perfect performance. Signs your motivation is working. Within 2 to 4 weeks of consistent practice, you should notice looking forward to English practice rather than avoiding it, finding natural opportunities to use English, feeling excited about your progress rather than frustrated by mistakes, continuing English activities even when not required, seeing yourself as an English learner rather than someone who should learn English. Your motivation mantra. My why is my fire. Every day I connect with my reason, imagine my success, and take one small step forward. I am not just learning English, I am becoming the person I want to be. This week's challenge. Complete the daily motivation ritual for 7 consecutive days and share your experience in the comments. Tell me, what's your personal why for learning English? How did the daily ritual affect your motivation? And what small daily action did you choose? Thank you for joining me on this motivational journey. If this lesson helped you discover your inner drive for English learning, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and share it with someone who needs to rediscover their motivation. Remember, external pressure fades, but internal fire burns forever. When you know your why, you'll find your way to English fluency. Until next time, keep your motivation strong, keep taking small daily actions, and keep improving your English with us.